Bio-relativity for North America. The date today is January 20th, 2026. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Greetings, I'm Giuliano. We are the Arcturians. We are surveying several aspects of the Earth and of North America, and we want to take note of important cosmic events as well as Earth events, because there is the right ingredients in North America and on the planet for further chaos. And if one were to look at the cosmos, you would have the perception of external events such as the extreme solar activity, alignment of planets, and cosmic energies from different parts of the galaxy that are converging on the Earth and converging on North America. And these cosmic converging energies create chaos. Chaos has to do with the absence of stability, the absence of neutralization, and the extreme polarizations becoming stronger. All of these are events and progressions that we as planetary healers want to prevent or divert. Now, the other factor in planetary healing has to do with the future Earth and the future time. Because in a sense, when we are asking for shifts in the biosphere and in the feedback loop system, we are requesting a future time shift. And this makes sense because you are in the now, and it is the future that you wish to alter. But it goes beyond this paradigm, because we are looking deeply at the noosphere, and that part of the noosphere that has to do with the planetary subconscious. The noosphere is a complex part of the Earth that has many different layers. Now, in the subconscious noosphere, we project such positive images as Homo Omega and future awakenings of starseeds and higher balance and harmony, possibly even with the assistance of external higher beings that could manifest into the biosphere of the planet. So I appreciate your being open to the complexities, and we will use this as a background as we look at our current concerns, especially the concerns of weather, the concerns of the chemical and pollutions from 5G, and the overall deficient spiritual light quotient, because in the presence of, say, such chaotic energy that is now before you and will be before the Earth for at least the next 21 days, the level-headedness and clarity of thought becomes clouded. And that accounts for many of the chaotic outcomes and the chaotic events that are likely to occur during this time period. But we have a positive outlook, and we have positive planetary spiritual tools at our use. And we become also factors of light and influence in this time of potential chaos during the next 21 days. I, Giuliano, send the corridor of light from my starship Athena directly to each of your rooms who are listening to my voice and instructions. Receive the corridor of light into your room and know that the reception of the corridor of light is a fifth dimensional addition to your home and to your energy field, and therefore feel the stability and the clarity coming into your energy field as you receive the corridor of light around your home. Take 3 deep breaths and go into a state of spiritual relaxation. This is a special state that goes deeper than physical relaxation. It is a state that opens up the codes of ascension, the valves of consciousness, sometimes referred to as the reticular activating system valve, and also the pineal gland, allowing you and your spirit body to rise up and to enter the corridor of light, the fifth dimensional corridor of light that is sent down to you, and travel now through that corridor of light directly to my starship Athena, which is in the Jupiter corridor in your solar system. You arrive at my starship Athena, and I, Giuliano, with my colleague Helioa, greet you and embrace each of you and welcome you aboard our ship, and you immediately feel a calmness in your energy field, a calmness in your thought patterns, and a relief from the polarized energies and the chaotic energies that you are living in successfully on planet Earth, but be assured that it does take a toll on you, and these brief excursions onto our starship are very healing for your spirit body. You walk down the hallway into the Planetary Healing Room, known as Gaia's Planetary Healing Chamber, and take a seat around the holographic image. And I'm happy to report again today that we have several visitors from the Pleiades, and today we have guests from the Andromeda Galaxy that have come here as planetary healers and participants to listen to your requests and to lend their arcane thought powers on top of yours, which will make all requests more effective. So look at the North America that was zoomed in on the holographic image, and we will begin by the raising of the spiritual light quotient. The spiritual light quotient is an energetic field that is observable in the quantum world. Because spirit and spiritual energy is a thing. It is a molecular, subatomic molecular particle formation. We tend to think of it in terms of thought forms, and I think that's a good analysis and good way to work with it today. So on top of North America is a beautiful white screen that has special receptivity to your thoughts. And we are going to project the following affirmation. And the affirmation itself will have the power, but know that you are projecting your thought power also onto the affirmation, onto the letters, and onto the white screen. And we are saying, Gaia, raise the spiritual light quotient of North America immediately, energetically, and completely for all living beings on the earth at this time and on North America. Project that affirmation, and as you are projecting that affirmation onto the screen, I, Giuliano, use my connecting corridor of light from my starship Athena. And one end of the corridor of light is connected to the golden temple on the central sun, and the other is projected as a corridor cable into the holographic image of North America. And we are downloading this higher spiritual light energy field from the central sun at the same time as you are working on this affirmation. We'll go into silence now. Oh. light from the golden temple of the central sun is being transferred into North America through the holographic image in my planetary healing room. At the same time, your affirmation has great arcane power. And at the count of 3, I'm going to download that affirmation into the Earth's feedback loop system so that an integration and a counter to the chaotic light will be immediately effective, neutralizing the chaotic fields of energy that are permeating North America now. 1, 2, 3, now. It is downloaded. Especially with the help of our Andromedan and Pleiadian friends, we have done a huge download of spiritual light quotient upliftment. Now, our second theme is to look at the weather and the jet stream that has dipped down into the Midwest and other parts, bringing Arctic airs. And we are going to ask Gaia to please raise the jet stream up to more normal patterns, eliminating the Arctic cold and bringing a milder winter weather pattern. Hold that thought, raising the jet stream and bringing a mild winter pattern to the central Midwest United States. Think that thought. Oh, I encapsulate your thoughts and energy into a blue ball of light. And I download that blue ball of light into the Earth's feedback loop system now. And Mother Earth receives your request. Finally, let us look at the air pollution from 5D and from chemtrails that are throughout North America. 5G. The 5G chemtrails and the chemtrails. If you remember, in a previous exercise, I had set up what I called a vacuum cleaner cable, and all of the 5G and chemtrail energies in North America are to be sucked into that corridor or cable and passes through the Atlantic Ocean, and the cable then discharges that energy into the null zone away from the Earth. So visualize with me now the power of a vacuum sucking motion, taking all the 5G pollutions and the chemtrail pollutions from the North American skyways into this corridor or cable through the Atlantic Ocean and up into a null zone away from the Earth. Use your visualization powers now as we go into silence. Oh, the 5G pollution, the chemtrail pollution is miraculously and in a quantum way being sucked away through the corridor cable out over the Atlantic Ocean and into a null zone now. That image and that mechanisms will be staying in effect for the next 12 hours because there is quite a bit of pollutants in the air. Now it is time to leave the Gaia Planetary Healing Chamber. Again, we thank the Andromedas and Pleiadians for joining us in our Arcturian Bio-relativity Planetary Healing Meditation exercise for today. You stand up and walk out of the room lighter, and you have benefited from the higher light frequencies that you and I together have worked with. Walk down the hallway, go to the portal from which you came, and enter that portal and return through the corridor back to your earth body. And you arrive at a place 6 feet above your physical body and re-enter in perfect alignment, feeling rejuvenated yourself and in alignment with your soul mission, soul light, and the highest frequencies of balance and harmony. I'm Giuliano. Good day.